In order to graph vertical and horizontal inequalities, we need to think of the phrase hoi vux that we learned, where h is horizontal, and that's for when you have y equals some number, and v is vertical, and that's for when you have x equals some number. Now in this case, I have x is less than 4. So when we bring in our inequality here, we need to remember, is this a dashed line or is it going to be a solid line at 4? In your head right now, decide which one it is. The correct answer is dashed. So we're going to make our dot at 4 on the x-axis. 1, 2, 3, 4. So my dot's going to go right here. And we're going to draw a dashed line through that point. That is vertical because this is x. Put arrows and your label. X is less than 4. Now this is a little different because there's no up or down here. So look at what the inequality says. X is less than 4. Where are the x values less than 4? Think about it and get an answer in your head. Is it to the left of this dashed line or is it to the right of this dashed line? If you said to the left, you are correct. The point 0, 0 right here is less than 4. 0 is less than 4. So we're going to color in that side of the graph. Oops, make sure you're not going past that line, that boundary line there. Okay, so just color it in, a little bit. It's hard to do here with the mouse on the computer. So that's good enough. And there's my graph. Pause the video and make sure your notes match this graph. The second example here is y greater than or equal to -2. Again, we need to decide if this is a solid or a dashed line. What do you think? If you said solid, you are correct. This equation is y by itself. So I am going to put my point at -2 on the y-axis. And this is going to be a horizontal line. Remember, hoi vux. So because it's solid at -2, I am going to draw a solid horizontal line. Make sure to put your arrows and your label. Y is greater than or equal to -2. Now this one is like the other inequalities. Because it's a horizontal line, there is an up and a down. So look at our symbol greater than. Are we going to shade up or are we going to shade below that boundary line? If you said up, you are correct. The y values greater than -2 are above the boundary line. So you should be shading above the boundary line. Pause the video and make sure that your graph matches this one.